we have free will. You have free will to do anything that you want to do or become anybody that you want to be. And what determines that is what's going on in your head, what's happening between your ears. You know, our thoughts are incredibly powerful, more powerful than we realize a lot of the time. You know, what we consistently focus on and think about and believe shapes who we are as people. It determines how we feel and how we act, and, you know, just how we show up on a day-to-day basis. And if we believe we're capable of success, we naturally start taking actions that align with that belief. But on the flip side of that, if we think we're destined for failure or limited or not good enough, then our behavior and decisions and our self-worth will begin to reflect that idea. You know, the connection between our thoughts and our actions is so direct. You know, it's almost like an input-output system. When we tell ourselves we're capable of achieving something, we approach challenges with confidence and we know we're gonna get it done, so we do it. And we doubt ourselves, we tend to hold back and procrastinate and avoid taking risks, or we're preventing ourselves from reaching our full potential. And it doesn't matter who you are as a person. If you think you're somebody with misfortune or bad luck, or, you know, just this life feels out of your hands sometimes, I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. You know, everybody's full of unlimited potential. There's no cap on it. And if you want something to happen in your life, you have the full ability to do it. I think one of the most important things that a person has, you know, it's nothing materialistic, but it's their internal dialogue. I think the way you speak to yourself will determine whether or not you have a good life or a bad life. And obviously that's relative to the person, but if you wake up every single day and you say you're stupid or you're ugly or you're not worthy of something, then you will be stupid and ugly and unworthy of something because you truly don't believe that the opposite of that exists for you. All right, welcome back. I just cooked up my pre-workout meal. Typical cream of rice. You can't beat it. It's gotta be like one of the best meals of the day too, because it's so versatile. You know, one day you can have chocolate peanut butter banana like this, or, you know, the next day it could be a blueberry cheesecake or strawberry or a salted caramel, just based on the type of protein that you have. And if you don't have a specific protein that you like, I use raw protein. Raw nutrition supplements is like the best. They're the go-to supplements ever. So if you need anything, go to getrawnutrition.com, use code Vaughn, save money. But I stand by all the products. I love every single one of them. You know, the cream of rice itself has everything that you need before the gym. I think being intentional about everything, training, your food, just your way of life, I think it's so important to evolve as a person. With this has peanut butter, so that's a great, you know, healthy fat. You have a great carb source, which is the rice, and then I added honey to this as well, so that's another fast acting carb. And then you have a good clean quality protein through the protein powder. This has just about 100 plus grams of carbs, around 48 grams of protein, and it's sitting around 20-25 grams of fat. I kind of just eyeballed the peanut butter, I'm not even gonna lie, but super good meal before the gym. But like I was saying about being intentional, if you wake up every single day and you have a plan on how to, you know, attack the day, you'll be in such a good spot because you're beating 99% of the population that kind of just wakes up and, you know, goes through life without a plan. If you can wake up, you know, have a regimen, do your cardio, pack your meals, get to work, go to school, create content, whatever you're doing. If you have a solid plan, you're 50% of the way done with that already, because only other action is to execute. So I have a back day today and I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna try to go a little bit heavier than I normally do, just because I feel like everything lately has been feeling pretty good. You know, I usually walk around on a day-to-day basis, my shoulders hurt and my collarbone, the lower part of my back, my knees, they're all cooked. But taking that time off from being sick and jumping into like a morning stretch, cardio, cold plunge, sauna regimen, I feel like my body feels like fluid and I'm feeling good. So
you know, I feel like just about every time that I do start feeling good, I go lift heavy and I mess myself up again. But I'm gonna try to not do that today. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm gonna be, like I said, intentional about the lift, get good contractions, and just try to push it a little bit. The thing that you should absolutely try is logging off your phone before you go to the gym. You know, take an hour and a half, 2 hours if you can. Stay off your phone unless you're trying to find music for that ride over to the gym. But disconnecting from that world will put you in such a better headspace. You'll have so much more mental clarity in the gym, and you'll be able to just really lock in like during your sessions. And you know, I think music too is another great way to lock in. When you're driving over to the gym, drinking your pre, having some good music on is gonna make the world's difference between having a good lift and an absolutely amazing lift. And I have a very eclectic music taste, so I like a lot of different genres, but some of these songs right here put me in the mood for the gym. First one, My Flaws Burn Through My Skin Like Demonic Flames by Suicide Boys. Suicide Boys is goated for driving to the gym. Completely different music genre. Lord Pretty Flacco Jody 2 by A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky's a GOAT. And then we have on the completely other side of the spectrum, this is more like those like sad type hours. We have My Love, Mine All Mine by Mitski, absolutely amazing song. And Here With Me by D4VD. Bangers. If you can, throw one of those on before the gym, lock in, and I will see you at the gym. All right, so I gotta come into this back little posing area because with the music out there, the audio gets absolutely clipped. But I just started, and perfect way to start a back day is with stretching and pull-ups. I think pull-ups are one of the most underrated things for your back. I don't think I've ever looked at somebody who was really good at pull-ups and saw that they had a bad back. So something I've been working on is trying to incorporate that into the workouts, usually in the beginning, because if you start doing pull-ups at the end of the session, it's not really gonna go in your favor. So starting with that, and then jumping into a single arm pull down, going fairly heavy. I think that's one of the best ways to activate your back in the beginning of the workout. And it's already feeling pretty good. I think this is gonna be a solid session. So let's get back to it. One of my favorite things to do in the gym is a row. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, a barbell, a dumbbell, a seated machine row. Any type of row is golden in my eyes. And I think it's one of the best things to develop, you know, overall back thickness. But something that really completes your physique is a nice V taper. And the best way to get that is through a machine pull down, or even a cable pull down is sufficient with that. And I started doing these close grip pull downs, and I absolutely love them. You know, I think this is something that I've neglected a lot in the past just because I have a bunch of like shoulder issues and whatnot, but it has been feeling better. So I've been doing this a lot more, and I feel like it's targeting parts of my back that I've never really felt before. So this is something I threw into the program, and I'm definitely gonna keep it there because overall I think it's working. So if something's working, don't stop doing it. I was not expecting to deadlift today, but I did deadlift today. I came into the gym with the thought of wanting to go heavy, you know, really taxing my body. So I jumped over to some barbell rows, and you know, I thought that would do the job. That would really give me my fix. But I saw somebody deadlifting, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I asked working with them. I haven't deadlifted in so long. So, you know, I started off relatively light, worked up to 4 1/4, and that was taxing, bro. I don't know how you guys, if you deadlift, honestly, props to you. I think that is definitely more of a powerlifting movement rather than bodybuilding, but it felt good. It felt good. I'm not gonna lie, it did feel good. So I'm gonna take a breather here, and hopefully I can recover from that. So. Overall, I think that was a very productive, intentional, just overall, like all around good lift. And I finished up with some bicep curls, did typical, you know, standing, alternating dumbbell curl, and then worked into a mechanical drop set. And I just did hammer curls to finish it off. And you know, that's one of the best things you can do. I do like to also drop the weight or, you know, throw in a drag curl or something, but hammer curls for me, they really develop that like top part of your body. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it, but it develops the part of your bicep that is closest to your elbow, makes that really thick. So when you're kind of just like standing up, your arms look big. So I finished up with that, and then I jumped over to a T-bar row, and I think that's, you know, that's a great movement to finish with. It really targets the upper back, depending on how you row it, but overall, a very solid, very, very solid lift. And I've said this before, but you can come into the gym, you have the ability to come in here, actually lift, do your thing, put in the work, or you can come in here, kind of just mess around, not get much done. But regardless of the action, you're still gonna lose 2 hours of your day. So why not come in here and be productive, get stuff done, and, you know, work towards your goal. But that's enough from me. I wanna rip this off, see what the pump looks like. Overall, I think pretty solid. I've been having a lot of sodium and a lot of carbs right before my lift. And today I didn't have any carb powder, like intra workout, but it's been doing me good. So let's see what the pump looks like.